Las Vegas Raiders OTA report. Key highlights and standouts. The sun was out again in Las Vegas, and so were the Raiders, grinding through another day of organized team activities. With mandatory minicamp just around the corner, this session wasn't just another warm-up. It was a statement, a preview of what's to come. Today's practice was packed with sharp execution, promising signs, and standout performances that fans need to know about. And that's exactly what we're here to break down. No fluff, just football. Let's dive in. Geno Smith took the field and showed off the precision that's made him a veteran presence in this league. Rolling out on bootlegs, navigating the pocket with confidence, and dropping dimes, one of them landing cleanly to a rising name in camp. Some are calling him Deuce, but Chip Kelly apparently calls him Dollar. Nickname aside, the chemistry between Geno and this group of backs and receivers is real, and it's growing fast. One storyline catching buzz involves the receiving core behind Jacoby Myers. Two names generating real excitement, Jack Beck and Dante Thornton, both rookies, both unproven. But coaches believe they could carve out major roles in this offense right away. Of course, Trey Tucker isn't going anywhere. Expect him to be involved early and often. But it raises a big question. Who will be the top 3 receivers heading into the season? It's a battle that's just getting started. And then there's the linebacker room, arguably one of the most intriguing position groups on the roster. Not because it's stacked with stars, but because it's loaded with raw, untapped potential. There's hunger in that unit, fire, you can feel it. Linebacker depth, right tackle battle, and key returnees at Raiders OTA. The Raiders linebacker room isn't just young and hungry. It's balanced by experience. Devin White, a former Pro Bowler, brings instant leadership and playmaking to the heart of the defense. Jalen Smith, though past his prime, still has the instincts that once made him one of the league's most exciting defenders. Then there's Landon Roberts, a hard-hitting veteran with the same bruising style as Robert Spillane, whom he's expected to replace. The group is rounded out by younger talents like Amari Gaynor, Tommy Eichenberg, and Cody Glenenberg. It's a mix of promise and pedigree, and the depth is already beginning to take shape. If the season started today, expect to see Devin White, now wearing number 45 to 49 paired alongside number 52, Elandon Roberts, as the likely starting linebacker duo. Both bring heat off the edge and can drop into coverage. They're physical, they're fast, and they fit exactly what Patrick Graham wants from his defensive front. Jalen Smith, still sharp in his reads, is wearing number 54 and getting solid reps. Number 44, likely Tommy Eichenberg, is also rotating in, showing that this coaching staff is serious about evaluating every option. One of the biggest developments from today's practice? Thayer Munford was back. After missing early OTA sessions, the third-year offensive lineman returned to compete at right tackle. He'll be battling rookie DJ Glaze for the job. There's talk that Charles Grant might shift over to that side, but realistically, the team is committed to grooming him as a left tackle, especially with Colton Miller's contract situation looming over the horizon. Munford's return is a welcome sight. You can feel the intensity coming back into the trenches. Even in the background, the energy was electric. Coaches were fired up, players were dialed in, and yes, Pete Carroll's trademark fire was on full display. Gloved up, hyped, and shouting encouragement like it's a playoff game. That kind of leadership lifts a practice. On the defensive line, Christian Wilkins and Adam Butler were absent. Wilkins is still rehabbing an injury, but one notable return was safety linebacker hybrid Jeremy Chin. His presence alone brings a spark. He's versatile, aggressive, and brings a much-needed edge to this Raiders defense. This team is slowly coming together, piece by piece, rep by rep. And even in June, the foundation for September is being laid in every snap. Raiders defensive line depth tested, Tyree Wilson. Emerging as a key piece, Christian Wilkins continues to recover from a tough injury, and there's no official timetable for his return. Head coach Pete Carroll has acknowledged that it won't be a quick process. It's going to take time and patience. Until Wilkins is back, the pressure shifts to the depth on the interior defensive line. Players like John Jenkins, Nesta Jade Silvera, Matthew Butler, Byron Young, and rookie Tank Booker will be called upon to fill the gap. This is their chance, not just to hold the line, but to make a statement. Because if they can't, the front office may be forced to explore options in free agency to shore up the middle of that defense. There's still optimism that either Wilkins, Adam Butler, or both could return by training camp, which is roughly a month to 6 weeks away. But between now and then, the next man up mentality is in full effect. Now, as the Raiders continue to work through OTAs, all eyes are on one of the most physically gifted defenders on the roster, Tyree Wilson. The coaching staff is fired up about his development. They believe he has the potential to line up anywhere along the defensive line and make an impact. With Wilkins and Butler sidelined, Wilson's versatility becomes even more important. Whether he's rushing from the edge, setting the tone against the run, or collapsing the pocket from the interior, Tyree Wilson is being groomed to be a game changer. The reps he's getting now could define his role for the entire season. Training camp may still be weeks away, but the foundation for this defense is already being tested. And the Raiders are finding out exactly who's ready to step up. Tyree Wilson's versatility, DB standouts, and Rookie Watch the Raiders are unlocking a new dimension in Tyree Wilson's game. Coaches believe he has the physical tools to shift inside on the defensive line during certain matchups. With his frame, power, and ever-growing strength, Wilson is shaping into a player who can impact the game from multiple angles, edge or interior. That kind of flexibility is rare, and it could be a game changer. Shifting focus to the defensive backs, two names have emerged as potential breakout players: Eric Stokes and Darian Porter, both newcomers, both hungry, both showing they might be the Raiders' starting outside corners come week 1. Stokes brings experience and length. Porter, a converted wide receiver, brings raw speed and ball skills. Together, they're shaking up the cornerback competition and making their presence felt early. Behind them, players like Jacorian Bennett, Darnay Holmes, Damian Richardson, and Sam Webb are all battling for position in a deep competitive secondary. But if the early reps mean anything, Stokes and Porter are forcing the conversation. Porter, wearing number 26, had an opportunity today to make a big-time play, but dropped what should have been a routine interception. As a former wide receiver, those are the ones he has to bring in. Takeaways can define a defense, and missed chances, they linger. Today's session didn't offer a ton of highlights, but the ones we got spoke volumes about where this team is headed. And the buzz around rookie wideout Dante Thornton Jr. is growing louder. At 6 feet 5 inches with blazing 4.3 speed, he's catching eyes and passes in OTAs. If he keeps this up, the Raiders might have found themselves a serious weapon on the outside. The competition is heating up, the energy is real, and the foundation for this Raiders team is being built one rep at a time.